Hello and welcome to another MiniWarGaming Battle Report. Today, the forces of the Dark Angels will face off against the pointy-eared, piratical Drukhari. This battle report, of course, is sponsored by Wayland Games, but more on that later. Let's dive in.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
And here we have 2,000 points of Drukhari. Check this out. That's right, I've been on an aircraft kick lately. So I decided to bring 3 of them, a Void Raven bomber and 2 Razorwing jet fighters, just to start off all of the festivities. I am running an Archon that has a Court of the Archon here, a Homunculus, a unit of Rax, 2 units of 10 Cabalite Warriors, and then in support of the army you have 2 Raiders, 2 units of 5 Scourge with Dark Lances, a Kronos to give me some pain token regeneration, and then of course we have 3 Venoms to split some stuff up, and then we've got 2 units of 3 Reaver Jet Bikes and 2 units of 5 Incubi to round out the list. As for enhancements, I did bring Sadistic Fulcrum on the Homunculus and the Nightmare Shroud on the Archon, because not being overwatched is very useful. And let's take a look at the Dark Angels.
So for the Dark Angels, we've got my custom successor chapter, the Ashbringers. So leading the force, we've got Azrael. He's my warlord.
Is he everywhere?
He is everywhere. He is insane. We also have a captain in Terminator armor who has the Honor Vehement enhancement. We've got an Apothecary Biologus with the Fire Discipline enhancement. And we have a Tech Marine who does not have an enhancement, he's just there to help out. The big meat of this force is my pair of Land Raider Redeemers. They are WYSIWYG. One has a Stormbolter, the other has a Hunter-Killer Missile, but everything else about them is the same. They're Flamestorm Cannons, Twin Assault Cannons, and Multi-Meltas. We've got a Ravenwing Dark Shroud to hang with them and make them harder to hit. We've got 5 Infiltrators with all the good stuff. We've got 5 Scouts with what you see is what you get. We've got 6 Eradicators. 2 of them have multi-meltas. We've got 5 Deathwing Knights with the Maces of Absolution. We've got 2 units of 3 Inceptors, 1 with Bolters, 1 with Plasma, and finally a unit of 6 Inner Circle Companions, who are definitely the most loyal of the bunch.
Yes, they are. They're also very, very killy. They're like sword brethren in levels of killiness. There you have it, 2,000 points of Dark Angels. Loyalists. Today, Micah and I will be playing Scorched Earth. That means that it's hold 1, hold 2 for primary points, and we can do an action essentially to burn objectives on the battlefield for additional victory points. Our deployment today will be Hammer and Anvil, and our mission special rule is Chosen Battlefield, which means there are no objectives set up at the start of the game, and setting up our objectives will be part of the pre-game stuff, which is really cool. Now, we wanted to use this really cool mat from GameMat.eu. It has all the deployment zones marked out, which is kind of neat. And it also is very similar, the terrain. We set up this terrain very similar to Games Workshop layout number 3 from the Leviathan Tournament Mission Companion, but taking some creative liberty and making it out of cool, narrative-y terrain. Before we get started, we do have to roll to see about objective placement because of Chosen Battlefield. So the winner gets to pick the first objective down, so I will. And we're going to take turns. 3 of the objectives have to be in no man's land, and 1 objective each has to be inside of each deployment zone. No objective can be placed more within 9 inches of another objective, and they have to be placed more than 6 inches away from the table edge as well. Well, I won the roll-off to go first, so I like putting objectives in no man's land, so I just put one right in the middle. I was like, you know what, right in the middle, and then Micah put this one right here, close to that one, but that's also because he's playing Terminators, and having objectives close is very, very useful. In my case, I was like, sure, so I'll mimic that one on this side, but I'll put it further away so that, you know, so that the picking sides roll doesn't really mean that much. However, it's a little bit further away because I don't want them all to be too close together. And then you put this one back here behind that wall.
Correct.
Of course, in one deployment zone. So I mirrored it on this side as well, but on the same side, which is the side with the objectives that are further away. So if you want to get the nice close objectives, then you're kind of further away from this objective or that objective. Other than that, that was the thought process behind objective placement. But I do like Chosen Battlefield for that reason. Gives you some cool sort of like pre-game tactics that you get to try and figure out. And now we roll for attack or defender. I rolled a 6 and you rolled
a 6.
A 6. Oh, that's a round 2 if I ever saw one. So would you like to attack and or defend?
I think narratively it makes more sense for the Drukhari to be attacking the Dark Angels, so I will be the defender.
And you get to pick a deployment zone.
I will pick this zone over here.
Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go and deploy, and yeah, then we'll come right back. I love it. So you get to deploy first. Here we are off to deployment. Yes, I'm excited. This is gonna be super fun. Of course, Hammer and Anvil deployment, we're up to this line. And I've put my Court of the Archon here. 2 units of Scourge with lances. I'm just waiting for some 32 millimeter base extender things so I can put them on the actual base sizes. Steve, I'm looking at you, Steve. You should have time to do everything, Steve. We've got 5 Cabalites over there with nothing, ready to sticky that objective and move off. These bikes are offset, but ready to fly into the middle of the board if there are any secondary missions that require me to get to the middle. The Kronos is in the center, more like bait more than anything. Homunculus, Rax, and a unit of Incubi in that Raider. Then we've got 5 Incubi in this Venom, and then we have 5 Cabalites with all of the guns in that Venom, what we colloquially call a Scary boat. That's quite literally a Venom filled with guns. I've got the other unit of Reaver jet bikes being protected by this piece of terrain, ready to fly up the side and cause some havoc and confusion and delay. And then in strategic reserve, I've got 5 Cabalite warriors with just rifles ready to come in off the side. And of course, the 3 planes have to be in reserve. Okay, so what's your deployment look like?
On the other side, we've got scouts on this forward objective. They are going to need to make a scout move at some point before too long. Moving back, we've got infiltrators screening this back objective. We've got the Dark Shroud, Land Raiders, and Tech Marine all kind of clustered together. And then lastly, we've got the Inner Circle Companions off to the side behind this wall.
Bravely hiding in the corner.
Don't want to get shot up turn 1.
Hey, Venoms do a lot of damage into infantry, so it's good to hide the infantry behind corners. Okay, so before we get started, a word from our sponsor, Wayland Games. A huge thank you to Wayland Games for sponsoring this battle report. Make sure you check them out for your gaming needs. They offer some awesome discounts on a variety of different hobby items and merch and stuff, and they offer basically shipping anywhere in the world except for some products. But other than that, check them out. Huge shout out to them, without whom we wouldn't be able to do all of these cool bat reps. So check the link in the description and head on over to get something. Okay, do you want to go first or second?
It's a good question. I'd like to roll, and I'll make the decision then.
The dice make the decision then.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3 as well.
Is that the second draw we've had on these dice rolls?
I think so.
I rolled a 4.
4 and a 2.
Dark Eldar turn. Number 1. It is party time, and the attacking Drukhari get aggressive. Scout moves. They've decided that being close to a Court of the Archon and a Raider is not a good idea, and they've decided to run away.
It's calculated retreat.
Fair enough. They're advancing in that direction now. So let's dive into... That's it. Okay, turn 1. And here is our scoreboard. I'm the attacker, so I'm red. The defender is in green. These are our secondary scores, and of course we got 10 points for battle ready. This is the mission that we're playing. So turn 1, we each get a command point. So this mission I got Cleanse, which hopefully I can get some units up the middle of the board. The 2 objectives in the middle are quite close together, so 1 unit can cleanse 2 objectives, which is really useful to know, so that you can have more of an efficient use of a unit. And then investigate signals. In Hammer and Anvil, I can't really get to my opponent's deployment zone side, but I have 2 corners near me, so I'll be able to get that as well. Start of the command phase. I sticky that objective with Cabalite Warriors in a transport because that's their special rule. I love that rule. One of my favorite Drukhari rules of all time. And let's go ahead and do some cleansing. Now, I might go and attack them. The thing is, if I do, then the Land Raider just comes here and blows up my Raider. So I'm not exactly sure I want to do that. If I went second, I had 2 command points, I would move my Raider up, disembark, charge them, then get back into my Raider. And that would have been the best case scenario here. But what I'm probably going to end up doing is sort of just shifting the Raider a little bit, making sure I get more Dark Launch shots into that Land Speeder, which is like target number 1 right now. So take a look at the army right now. We'll come back after movement. The idea is to send these Reaver jet bikes or these Reaver jet bikes to try and press buttons on 1 or 2 of these objectives. I do move 16 and they can advance and do actions because they have assault weapons. So we'll see if I can get both of those over here. Maybe bait out an Overwatch, but if the Overwatch happens, there's no armor contempt in the shooting phase. So, you know, dilemmas, and then we'll stage for the next turn. And here we are after the movement phase. So I decided to move both my Scourge units up here so they can shoot either that Land Raider or that Land Speeder, and then they can jump behind the little wall here. These are breachable, they're ruined, so you can move through with infantry and stuff. Then over here we've got this Venom is moved to the side to shoot some scouts. This unit of Reaver jet bikes advanced to get my investigate signals on this corner. This unit of Reaver jet bikes advanced and is going to cleanse both of those objectives because they do have assault weapons. Then this unit of Venom moved up and the Cavalites got out, so they're in range to shoot a variety of things there. The Homunculus moved up along the side over here with a 20-inch advance from its Raider to get from back there. And then this Raider, 20-inch advanced behind that building there. Then over here we have that Venom there that can see down the line, and the Incubi got out to investigate signals in that corner. So I'm going to get my investigate signals and my cleanse, and it's just about shooting a bunch of Dark Angel stuff at the initial turn of the game. Okay, so pain token wise, I'm going to put a pain token on each of these Scourge and a pain token on that unit of Cavalite Warriors. And does my little guy give them back? I get 1 back. Nice. Let's start with some shooting. Pretty straightforward turn. I'm going to do the first unit of Dark Lances is going to shoot into your Land Speeder in the back.
I'm going to Armor Contempt.
Okay, spending a 1 CP. Now my Archon is not on the table, so I cannot Devious Mastermind it and make it more expensive because he's not on the board. So he is sitting in his Raider currently. Okay, so I have 4 Dark Lances hitting on 5s because of the Shroud of Darkness. That's 2 hits. Pain token gives me rerolls. 3 hits. Oh no. Winning on 3s. That would be 2 saves. Now 4 up, because you do get the benefit of cover and your armor contempted. So 4 up saves.
I pass 1, fail 1.
1 goes through. How many wounds does that thing have?
I believe it has 10.
Okay, well, let's see what these Dark Lances say. I do 8 damage to it.
Ow.
Ouchies. Good job,
Yeah, it's got
Scourge.
10 wounds, so it has 2 wounds left.
Has 2 remaining. If I do kill it, though, it'll make that Tech Priest very angry.
Yep.
So then, of course, the unit of Scourge will fly back behind. I'll move them after I get all my shooting done, because it doesn't really change what I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the other unit of Scourge into the same target. Focus your fire. Every Dark Lance can, so 5s to hit with Dark Lances. Okay, 2 hits. Needing 5s to hit. Ooh, no hits with the pain token. Do I wound? I wound once. 4 up save.
4 up, can I
No
live?
rerolls here.
He
Ooh,
lives.
He's okay, surviving thanks to the beautiful armor contempt and a 5-up pinball, because he is a Ravenwing. Okay, that Speeder has 2 wounds remaining, so it has a 3-up save. Can't get better than a 3-up save, because it has a 3-up save, so I'm going to shoot it with this Venom. Go, little Venom. Needing 4s to hit with 2 Splinter Cannons. Ooh, 3 sustained. Well,
Wow.
That's not terrible. And needing 6s to wound because it's poison. But guess what? There's 3 crew members out there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got one. AP1 doesn't matter. 3-up save, but it's 2 damage if it goes through.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, sad face. So we're going to go ahead and do this unit of Cavalite Warriors. So the two 18-inch guns are in range of the Land Raider, so they're going to shoot the Land Raider. That's a blaster and a shredder. And then the Splinter Cannon and Dark Lance are going to shoot at your Dark Shroud. Well, let's do against the Dark Shroud. We have 1 Splinter Cannon hitting on 5s because it is not on a tank. and pain token. Oh, very nice. That's 2 sustain there. Go sustain. Also poison. Yeah, needing 6s. Yeah, there's another 3 up. 2 damage if it goes through. Yay!
Oh no! Does it explode?
Go, little Cabalites.
Oh no,
it exploded. Oh no.
Okay, so.
Okay, we'll come back as we measure out all this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so Deadly Demise.
D3 on the infiltrators. 3 mortal wounds. They do have a 6-up feel no pain. So,
Good old Helix Adept.
Nope, nothing. So we're gonna kill this guy, and he takes
1 damage.
On the Land Raider with the Eradicators. Also 3
wounds. Wow, what a massive
Ow.
explosion. Holy crap.
I'm gonna need to grab some wound markers.
Well, Mr. Darkshroud, you were filled with the hatred of the Xenos, and it just overflowed.
Yeah, the other Land Raider, only 2 this time.
Yep.
And the Tech Marine, also
as well.
2. So Tech Marine has 2 left.
Wow, so this little speeder in explosion did 3, 6, 7, 8, 10 mortal wounds to your army with that explosion.
Yeah.
Good thing you have a Tech Marine nearby.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a very good thing.
That's not bad. Well, let's do some, we still have more guns from that, but I did get a pain token from that death there. Yep. So that's good for me. And no more -1 to hit, or that's like the most annoying part of that land speeder, and the benefit of cover. Okay. So the Shredder into the Land Raider is just D6 hits. For 2 hits, it's strength 6, so needing 6s, nothing. And then the Blaster, so we did actually have this conversation. Because that speeder is dead, no longer does the aura apply, so that does hit. And that doesn't wound, because it's only strength 8. So it is AP 4 if it goes through, but it doesn't wound very often, if that makes sense. Okay, so with that, I've got a couple more rifles here. They're going to shoot into that Land Raider. Oh no, they're not. They're cleansing. Correct, they cannot shoot. And I do have this Venom over here, which is going to shoot into that Land Raider as well. 3s. And no pain token. 6s. Just 1. You have cover because of where I'm shooting you at. So 2-up save.
2-up save.
Good.
I'm good.
And then we go onto this side of the board. 1 lost Venom. Don't worry, I will be moving my Scourge back into the little scouts back here. 3s to hit. Okay, 1 sustained. 3s to wound. You do get cover, so 4 at -1 with cover though. These are 2 damage each, 4-up saves.
Ooh!
3 of them will go down, but that's not enough to kill the squad.
2. No, we'll get rid of the missile and this guy.
Yeah, keep the
we
sniper
definitely want to
rifle
keep
and the shotgun for the assault weapon to be able to do advancing and doing actions and stuff. What a very good turn of shooting for the Drukhari. Okay, they're gonna scoot back here and stay safe. Well, the Scourge have gone back, then end of the fight phase, the Cabalite Warriors pop back into their Venom to be nice and safe from a bunch of flamers. Well, relatively safe from a bunch of flamers. And let's go to the scoreboard. I completed a cleanse and I did an investigate signals in 2 corners. So there we have it. Cleanse for 5 points, investigate signals for 4, bringing up to 9 points. Killing that land speeder is a big deal. I still have my 1 command point as we move on to Dark Angel turn number 1. Okay, so turn number 1 for the Dark Angels. 2 CP, because you have Azrael. Let's take a look at your cards.
So I drew Overwhelming Force and Investigate Signals. Overwhelming Force should be fairly feasible to do, because there's a lot of stuff on the middle of the board here. Investigate Signals could be trickier. We'll see how it goes.
Well, yeah, with that Overwhelming Force, there's a couple of things there to kill. Your scouts did go off the board. Now, they're 2 models, which means they would have to take a Battle Shock test as soon as they come back onto the table, which does mean that they could fail their Battle Shock. But you do have some things for an Investigate Signals. If anything, you can do it at least in 1 corner relatively easily. In the command phase, though, the Tech Marine does get to fix a Land Raider and make one of the Land Raiders better.
Yep. So we're going to heal the one with 13 wounds left.
Okay.
Well, this one only took 2 damage. I don't know.
He did. He should be at 14.
He should be
left.
at 14.
Yeah. Good old double Land Raider Redeemer.
Put him on 12 by mistake.
Yep.
So that one is healing D3. Heals 1.
Hooray!
Also up to 14.
Nice. Even Steven.
Hooray.
Except that one also gets +1 to hit as well.
Yes.
Okay, so with that, we got some movement. It is only turn 1. All your reserves are still in reserve. So we'll show off where your stuff ends up, and we'll come back.
Okay. So, Dark Angel's movement phase. Investigate signals has proved to be pretty tricky. I've got my Inner Circle companions and Azrael over here who can investigate signals over here on this corner, but on the other corner, I don't want to move my infiltrators off of the objective to be able to score 2 points. So they're going to stay on the objective and score me some primary. As for over here, the Land Raiders have kind of shifted onto this side of the battlefield, try to pull the Drukhari out of hiding and come get me. The Terminators have hopped out of the front Land Raider. The Eradicators are still inside the back Land Raider. Are in prime position to shoot up those bikes, and the Terminators are going to charge into this Venom over here, which is my Oath of Moment target. And the plan is to kill it and score some points for overwhelming force.
Now, Sky Splinter does have a reactive move. However, the way around reactive moves is something like a disembarkation from the vehicle that moved. So, what was done here is the Land Raider's just outside 9 of the Venom, so the Venom cannot use the Land Raider's move to move 6 inches away. And then you disembark out just within 3, so it's a 6-inch charge, except I cannot reactive move to a disembark after a vehicle is moved, because they count as moving, but they don't count as making a normal move. Yeah, that's how that works. Great little way to get around things like Wraiths and other reactive moves. If you want to try it, it's a fantastic way of doing it.
So, this Land Raider back here is going to shoot at the bikes up here. So we've got 2 of the big Flamestorm cannons and the Twin Assault Cannon and the Multi-Melta. I'm going to be holding off on shooting the Hunter-Killer Missile because it's one shot and I don't think it's necessary versus those bikes. So the Flamers, D6 plus 3 shots on both of them. So that is a 6 shots plus another 6, so a total of 12 automatic hits. Okay, Strength 6 versus Toughness 4 bikes, so I need 3s to wound.
Do you mind if I just roll these quick?
Go for it.
Okay, awesome. Like that, I don't need to count dice. 6s! Ah, you killed them. They're only 2 wounds each.
Yep.
And 2 damage, like a flamer. Dead!
Yep.
That's a death for overwhelming force. Okay,
Yep.
Good job. Good job, Redeemer. Yay!
Yay! Now, I'm going to do something tricky, I think. Because you don't have any stratagems that let your guys hop out of a transport after it's been shot, do you?
No, I don't have any sort of like Flamestormy detachment style stuff. No.
Okay. We've got a slight change in plans. We're going to have this Land Raider shoot the Oath of Moment Venom and see if I can either soften it up and make it that much easier for the Knights to kill, or just kill it outright and then give the Knights an easy target to charge.
Flame cannons.
D6 plus 3 on each.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's a 9 auto hits.
Still so good. Strength
Still pretty good.
6.
Strength 6.
So 4 is to wound. You only need 3 to go through. The Venom only has 6 wounds.
Yep. So, that is... If these had dev wounds, that'd be pretty nasty.
No.
But
Bad
this is not
Redeemer.
Firestorm.
Bad Redeemer. 6 is to save. Oh, it has 2 wounds left. Yeah, go little Venom. 2 little wounds left. However, you do have your Assault Cannon, Multi-Melta, and Stormbolter left.
Yep, so we'll do the Assault Cannon next,
Yep.
hitting on 4s because it's stealthed. Re-rolling,
Oh,
though.
that's right. It's your oath target. You really want to kill that Venom.
Oh, that's good.
No, don't do it. 2 6s to kill it with dev wounds.
Yep,
There's
and this
no
is
save
twin
against
linked.
that. No, I know. I have my
So that's
Hunter
1.
Crusader.
I'm gonna fish for 6s.
Oh, no, don't do it.
I'm gonna fish.
Won't you let me roll a dice, eh? Aw, boo.
Does it
They're
blow
close.
up?
No.
Aw.
Okay, there are 5 little guys that are going to get out. And I'm not going to get out anywhere near that unit. They're going to get out behind the unit.
Okay.
They're all fine.
It'll be trickier.
Okay, so over here, just going to make sure they're all within 3 of the said Venom. All the way in the back, they definitely, most definitely don't want to get charged by a big angry unit turret. Okay, so that pops them out. So now it's a 10-inch charge to the tip of that Raider there. So still a decent charge, not terrible with a free reroll. But that does give you your second overwhelming force, so you're going to max that out. Nice.
I'm really sorry. I've been not using my mic for like the last 50 clips.
Okay, so the Forge Bolter over here going to shoot into the little Cabalites, because you can see the one guy with the Dark Lance. Oh no! They don't get closer to the Terminators. What are you doing?
All right. So 3 shots, hitting on 2s. They all hit.
Nice.
Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. So we got 2 at...
1 goes down with the gun. I'll kill the shredder, because it's probably the least useful gun that I have. And 1 more gun. We've got the captain shooting his combi weapon into the raider.
So, hitting on 3s, I
for the
think?
combi weapon. They're usually -1 to hit.
Okay.
Nice. And then 6s to do dev wounds.
Yep. Pretty much.
Ooh,
that
nicely
is
done.
a dev wound.
Single dev wound on the raider brings it down to 9. And that's it for the shooting phase.
We'll move into the charge phase, and these Terminators are itching for a fight.
They are their inner circle, Deathwing Knights.
We wanted to get that Venom. The Land Raider kind of stole our kill, so we're going to keep pressing forward, and we're in range to get to that Raider as well. So we're going to shoot for the moon.
Shoot for the moon.
We need a 10-inch charge.
I love it.
That is an 8,
Not
but
with
the
that
captain
roll.
lets me re-roll for free.
Oh, he's like, let's go,
So
lads.
we'll try again. And that is a 9.
Oh, so close.
Just barely.
So close, yet so far as the Dark Eldar viciously mock you as you try to get them and they stay just out of reach.
Just barely out of reach.
Awesome. So with that, let's go to the scoreboard. But that is Dark Angel's turn, number 1. You will be scoring Overwhelming Force for killing 2 units, that's 5 points, and a single Investigate Signals for 2 points there, bringing you up to 7 points. You did not spend any command points this turn. I did not spend any command points this turn as we move on to battle round number 2. We each go up to extra command point. That's fantastic. Yeah. I only hold 1 objective. You killed all the folks that were on other objectives, so I will just get 5 points on the primary here for Scorched Earth. And we get some cards. Assassination and Secure No Man's Land. Well, well, well. Archon is very excited that a Terminator captain has made his presence felt on the battlefield, and he feels compelled to go and assassinate him, which I love. It's very thematic for this game. As for Secure No Man's Land, holding 2 objectives in No Man's Land shouldn't be too much of an issue, and it's also time for all the reserves to show up as the planes zoom overhead. Okay, so the Incubi that were over here got back into that transport at the end of that fight phase there. I still have the Cabalite Warriors over here just hanging out. These 2 Land Raiders give a big 12-inch bubble of don't come close to me or else, which means we'll see what happens. Like, the Archon inside here ignores Overwatch, so I'm more than likely going to sort of like move the Raider just outside of 12 so I don't get overwatched by flamers, and then disembark, basically do almost the exact same thing that the Dark Angels did to prevent a reactive move on the Terminators so I can get into them, but also make sure that I am in position to potentially charge them and do some damage as well, and also not get overwatched. So there's lots of stuff going on here. Very, very exciting about it, or very, very excited. And then the planes can come in all the way over here as well.
They do need to stay 12 inches away from my infantry.
Correct. They're gonna, somewhere around here, which means I can't shoot them, but it does give me some nice lines of sight down the line here. And then the Scourge are more than likely gonna move straight up this way, because you don't get the benefit of cover that way. You can also use smoke, which smoke basically gives you cover anyway. And this time my Archon will be on the table to stop that Armor of Contempt from being easy for the remainder of the game. But it's time, it's now or never. This is the go turn when you have planes. You just set up and then boom, try and hit them hard. And let's see if we can kill a Land Raider and potentially some Terminators. Get onto the middle of the board, and it's all Dark Eldar stuff. And then retaliation for the Space Marines. I do have to make sure I keep in mind that you've got the 3-inch deep strikes. You also have some scouts. So I need to make sure I put a unit in the middle of that objective to stop you from getting on it with a 3-inch deep strike, which means that Venom's probably going to do something like that, or them, etc., etc. You can also rapid ingress something, so I have to be careful in that case too. So with that, let's go on to my turn. End of the movement phase, and yes, the planes have shown up. So this Venom tried to advance fast enough to get on that objective, but didn't roll high enough. Both of the Scourge units have kind of sidestepped to shoot some Land Raiders. Then I have one plane that came in on this side, but pointing that way, to go that way and harass that objective in the back. I had another Razor Wing jet fighter come this way here that can fly basically right down the middle, but can spin and go this way and not go off the board. And then the Void Raven bomber has a line sort of like up that way, ready to do a bombing run, but essentially putting as many guns as I can into them, because planes still have the old towering rule, essentially. They can see over things that normally block line of sight, if it's true line of sight, making them very useful in the current meta, actually. So the Raider was able to scoot up sideways like this, staying outside of line of sight of the Land Raider so you couldn't overwatch it. And then disembarking the Archon's unit within 3, outside of 9 here, so you cannot reactive move, the same thing that you did to me. And then of course the Homunculus got out of this Raider, staying outside of 9 here and outside of 12. So I can shoot, but I don't get overwatched. You don't reactive move, and then the Cabalites got back into the Raider. And that was pretty much that. So without further ado, you have 3 CP, I have 3 CP. However, I only have 2 pain tokens. So let's see what we can do here. So I'm going to give a pain token to the Court and a pain token to this unit of Scourge in the back. They're within 9 inches of the Kronos. Kronos says I get 1 back. Well. Let's begin with the non-pain token Scourge. They will shoot at said Land Raider.
Oh.
Will you use any stratagems?
I will not.
Okay. So another -1 to hit, just 4s, just straight up 4s to hit with the Scourge onto that Land Raider. And they hit 1 time. Strength 12, 1 wound at AP 3. You do get the benefit of cover.
So I go to a 4-up save.
That's right.
And that is good.
It's completely fine. Bounces off, and they're gonna just bounce back. Next order of battle, we're going to do this Razor Wing jet fighter. Is going to shoot 2 Dark Lances at your plane, at the Land Raider, and then I'm going to shoot the Necrotoxin missiles and Splinter Cannon at your Terminators. So it's only AP 1 on the rifle. The Necrotoxins are AP 0.
You're probably going to be shooting a lot of other stuff.
So you do? Are you using it for free, or are you paying the CP for it?
I will go ahead and use it for free.
Okay. So using it for free, I will go ahead and just vect it right away.
Sounds
so
good.
You use it for free. It doesn't cost you CP, but it will cost you additional moving forward. So let's do Dark Lances from the Razor Wing. Razor Wings get +1 to hit against targets that don't fly. So hitting on 2s with the Razor Wings. Aha! 1 hit. Does it wound your Land Raider? It does, but you do not get cover from this one.
So 5-up.
Oh, another 6. Beautiful.
Oh.
Land Raider just doesn't want to die.
The Emperor protects.
It does. Okay, Monoscythe Missile, D6, Necrotoxin, D6 +3 blast. So 8 shots.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s, because you don't fly. And these are anti-infantry 2. So just 7 armor saves.
2-ups.
Yeah, just straight up.
I fail 1.
Ah, yes.
How much damage?
Just 1.
Just 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the Splinter Cannon, hitting on 2s. That's all 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 at AP 1, but your armor contempt, so just your regular save.
Regular save.
These are normally 2 damage, but it doesn't matter. None of them go through, but you would have -1 anyway for them.
Yep.
This Razor Wing is going to do the same thing. Necrotoxins and and the cannon into the Terminators, and Dark Lances into the Land Raider. And here we go. No more strats.
Well, Armor of Contempt lasts for the rest of the phase.
Yeah, as in you're not doing anything on the Land Raider.
Nope.
Okay, Lances. Both of them hit this time. Do they wound? They do! You do get cover against this one, though.
Yep. 4-ups. I fail 1.
1 goes through. Excellent, excellent. D6 +2 damage for 6 damage.
Down to 8 wounds left.
Necrotoxin missile into the Terminators. That's another 8. And 2s. Okay, 7 more. And 2s again. That's 6 saves.
2-ups. We're
Oh,
good.
completely fine. And then the Splinter Cannon. Ooh, 2 sustained. Very nice. And on 3s. Oh, just 2.
Just 2.
2 up saves because of Armor Contempt.
We're good.
Oh, beautiful. Well done.
I can roll 2s too.
Okay, so I'm going to do the Scourge that have a pain token into the Land Raider that's wounded. They do have a pain token. So 4s rerolling.
Yep.
And rerolls. 3 hits. Needing 4s, of course. 1 at AP3, no cover from that angle.
5 up. We're good.
That's the third 6!
Wow, this
Love
Land
it.
Raider does
Love
not
it.
want to die.
He definitely does not want to die. And then we're on this side of the board with more fun opportunities for fun. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this Dark Lance. Doesn't have a choice because the only thing he can shoot is Terminators. So that Raider there, hitting on 3s. That's a hit. Wounding on 2s, nothing. Then we got this Raider here. So I'm going to do Dark Lance from the Raider, Dark Lance from the guys inside into the Land Raider. The Blaster will shoot into there as well. Then I've got the Splinter Cannon is going to shoot into the Terminators. So I'll do the Splinter Cannon into Terminators first, hitting on 4s because it moved, because it's not a vehicle one, nothing. Dark Lance from the Raider hits, Dark Lance from the guys inside hits as well. Do they wound? Ooh, 1 save. No cover on this one.
No cover. Oh.
That's a 4 up. Completely fine. That was a 5 up actually. And then we have the Blaster. Does the Blaster hit? No.
It's Land Raider ever.
Luckiest Land Raider in all of the land with 8 wounds remaining. Well, that's where my command points come into play here. So we're going to go ahead and spend 1 of my command points, and I'm just going to grenade the Land Raider with my Archon's unit. 6 dice, and I do 4 mortal wounds.
Ow.
You know what? Next we're going to do Void Raven Bomber. Void Raven Bomber is going to shoot everything into the Land Raider. So we'll do the big missiles first. D3 shots. 3 shots from the big missiles. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 5s at AP2. 1 at AP2 that does 3 damage.
Uh-oh. We're good.
Okay. And then 12 D-Scythe shots. There we go. Good job. I just need a couple of 5s in here, hopefully. 5s to wound. It's only strength 8. 2 at AP4.
2 at 4. Ooh. And I don't get cover, so
That's right.
6s.
Because you're not blocked there. That is.
Oh.
Is that 2 failed?
That's 2 failed.
Aha!
I'm not going to
Excellent.
CP reroll. I don't think it makes sense to.
Does it?
Does
explode?
Do I roll a 6 now? No, I don't. Okay.
I got him. Okay, finally. Took a lot longer than I expected. But that's also because this army that I built has no haywire. Hey, Steve, put some haywire into your Drukhari collection, okay? Haywire is good. Well, well, well. Actually took up a lot more shooting than I thought. So I'm going to shoot this unit over here. They're just going to shoot everything into the Terminators. Let's do the Homunculus Pistol. He hits. He wounds at AP1. It is precision, so I'm going to put it on your captain.
Down to AP0 for
Correct.
Armor of Contempt, so 2 up. We're good.
He's fine. Then we got the Hex Rifle. Hits. It wounds. I'll also put that on your captain because it's also precision at AP2.
2 down to. Oh, I think that fails.
Hooray!
Oh, wait a minute.
They ignore cover because they got out of a transport.
They got out of transport.
It is 3 damage.
Ow. I think
So-
he has 2 wounds left.
Well, he'd be -1 damage, I think,
Oh,
because
yeah.
of the ability on the Terminators.
Correct.
I'm assuming
yeah,
it would.
the ability applies.
Yeah. So
He
would only
has
take
6
2
wounds,
damage.
actually, so he's down to
4.
Four
Aha!
left.
Good job, Hex Rifle. Then I have a little pistol from the guys inside. Hits. Does not wound. And then I have an Ossifactor. Hits. Does not wound either. The Liquefy Gun. How many hits? 5 hits. 5s to wound. Nothing. Okay, well, we softened up Mr. Big Guy over here. So now we're going to shoot with the Archon's Court unit. So in order to do that, we are going to spend 1 command point for, I think it's Skyborn Assault, giving the entire unit sustained 2 on all of their weapons. So I'm going to put the 1 Dark Lance into the Land Raider, and then everything else is going to go into the Terminators. So let's start with the Dark Lance. Needs a 4 to hit. It has lethals, sustain 2, reroll hits, reroll wounds, because of all the stacked buffs on there. Does it hit? It doesn't. Pain token says it doesn't hit. Sad. Fine, be that way. We'll do the Blaster next. Blaster does get a hit. I'm gonna fish. I'm gonna fish for 6s. Ah, so close. Does it wound? It does not, but I get reroll wounds. It's only strength 8. 1 at AP4. Ignore cover on them.
Then,
So 4 up
4 up
invuln.
invuln. We're
There's
good.
the 4. Then we're gonna go ahead and do the Shredder. D6 hits for 4. 3s to wound at strength 6, rerolling wounds. So that's 4 at AP0.
4.
Just 1 damage each here.
I
Good.
fail 1.
This is a 6, sorry, yeah, got confused.
Yeah,
so
got
he
a
goes down
1
to
and a
1
6.
left.
Yep.
Then I have the Slith as well. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna fish for sustains here. So that and then sustain 2, and that's a lethal, and then 3s to wound. So 4 more saves from the Slith, no AP on these.
Ooh.
Aha!
How much damage?
Just 1 each.
Just one.
And then I do have one more gun because I'm outside of 6 for the little blast pistols. It's the Medusa's Brain Bullets. So two hits and strength 6, so 2 saves at AP 2, so just AP
2
1.
at AP 1. We're good.
Okay, so now you owe me a battle shock test from the Medusa.
Uh-oh. That is a 6.
Okay.
They're good.
Okay, not bad. Well, that's the end of the shooting phase. Not bad. Kill the Land Raider, which is good, because then I only have to worry about 1 Land Raider now. And we'll go into some charges. So we're going to go ahead and charge the Archon and his court. Is going to charge straight in. They need a 6 to get in. They rolled an 8. And they're going to just charge in like so. And then, of course, I'm going to try and get my Homunculus into that combat as well. He needs a 9, though, or a 10, because he's a little bit too far away. That is not going to be the case. I'm not going to use my command point for that, but they're just going to sit there and look pretty. Well, with that, I do have 1 pain token, so I am going to go ahead and put a pain token on the court, and they are just going to pile in and fight. Don't know if they will do a lot of damage here, but they're going to try their best. Well, you are going to armor contempt here. So with a pain token, most of my stuff would go to AP1, AP3, AP2. I have a variety of different APs in there as well. So with that, let's start with just the regular Joes. So 5 close combat weapons, hitting on 3s with 4 rerolls and lethals. So I'm just going to fish for lethals over here. Nice, that's 6 so far.
Oh my word.
That's not bad. And then with Lance, it's on 5s with reroll wound rolls. So that would be, look at that. It's fantastic.
Okay.
8 saves. Normally AP 1, but AP 0 thanks to armor contempt.
Is it 2 up?
That's right. Just gonna try volume out.
We're good.
But they're making some good saves. The Urgle. 6 attacks just from the Urgle. I'm gonna fish for those lethals because that Lamian giving me lethals is really fancy. 5s to wound. Sorry, he wounds on 5s normally, so he needs 4s because he's strength 4. So that would be 4 at no AP there.
4 at no AP. We're good.
Good. The Sergeant's going to attack next. I'm going to fish for those. Oh no, he doesn't need lethals because he's got a poison weapon. Okay, and 3s to wound. So 3 at AP 2, they go down to AP 1. So 3 ups on these.
3 ups. I fail 1.
Nice, armor contempt, keeping you in the fight.
Yeah.
So 1 does go down. So then, of course, we have the Lamian, so 4 attacks from her. She wounds infantry on 2s. So that would be 4 at AP 3 on her.
Down to 4 ups.
Yeah. So 2 damage there. Then we'll do the Slith. Slith is strength 5, so I'm not going to fish for lethals, even though I did get one there, because I can reroll wound rolls here. Strength 5, so 3s with Lance. So 3 at AP 3 here as well.
3 4 ups. We're good.
Nicely done. And last but not least, the Archon. So the Archon's going to get 2 lethals here, and wounding on 3s with a reroll. So that'd be 5 at AP 3.
5 at -3. 4 up invulns. Fail 2, pass 3.
So I do get the last guy there.
Yep.
Okay, not bad. Killed 2. They made lots of saves. Good old Terminators. But that is all I got, so they will get to fight me back.
Okay, so for the pile in, I'm just going to move this guy up onto the Archon, and he's going to come back here, so all of them are good to swing.
I like it. 7 attacks because
On
of
the
the Honor
captain.
Vehement.
Hitting on 2s.
Nice. So the -1 to wound is normally 2s, goes to 3s.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be
That comes
5.
into effect. 5.
Being 2 damage each, I'm going to put them on Cavalite Warriors at -2.
Yep.
6s. 4 Cavalite Warriors go down.
So next up, we'll swing with the Great Weapon of the Unforgiven on the unit champion. These have dev wounds and sustained 1.
Nice.
We hit on 2s. Strength 6, so it would be 2s down to 3s.
Correct. But with dev
With
wounds.
dev wounds.
Not bad. Ooh.
Ooh!
Just 1.
Just 1 at
What's the
-2.
damage on these?
2.
2 damage, AP 1.
AP 2.
AP 2. So I will be putting it on a Medusa, 5 up invul. She's good. So 8 attacks from the maces, because I did kill a couple of them.
On 2s.
Nice.
I'll drop 1.
So 2s goes to 3s as well, thanks to the -1 to wound. So 4
At
AP.
-1.
Only AP1?
Only AP1.
And what's the...
2 damage.
2 damage each. So I do have to put it on the Medusa because I was putting it on the Medusa. So 5 ups on the Medusa. Medusa takes 2 damage and dies. These are only AP1, so I'll go back to the Cavalite Warrior. Actually, does that make sense? Yeah. He goes to a 5 up as well, and he dies too.
There's 2 left.
And there are 2 remaining. So I will be putting 1 on the Slith, 5 up. He goes down, and I will be putting 1 on her. And she goes down as well.
Oh yeah.
They all take some hits. And that is that. So Pylons are going to stay right there. So at the end of the fight phase, I will spend a CP for Wraith-like Retreat. And they're just going to embark back into the transport. Aha, Wraith-like Retreat. The Archon's like, run, flee. Good. I was hoping that they would Battle Shock so they couldn't Armor Contempt in combat. But, you know, it is what it is. And then they got punished. Punished for charging into the Angels. Well, with that, it is the end of the turn. Let's go to the scoreboard. And at the scoreboard, I will not get Assassinate or Secure No Man's Land, not even for a single one, because of the having to move around that. I'm just going to get rid of both of these, and I'm going to get myself a command point. So I will go up to 1 command point as we move into Dark Angel turn number 2.
So I drew Area Denial and bring it down. Area Denial should be pretty straightforward. I don't think Skari currently has anything within 6 of the center. So I just need to move something to within 6 of the center, and I get it. Bring it down is time to start killing vehicles, which is kind of what I was planning on doing anyway.
You do get 2 command points, going
I'm up to
3. 3, and I go up to 2. You also get 1 objective that you hold, bringing you up to 5 points on Scorched Earth. Well, you have less models than I do, less units. Getting into the middle of the board shouldn't be too much of an issue. And we'll come back after your movement phase. You do have some reserves to come in as well if you
I have a bunch of reserves.
And then we will go into your shooting phase. End of the movement phase! All the Space Marines. We just got back from lunch, so we're a little energized.
A little bit. Yeah.
Good food. Yummy. So you decided to drop them down?
Yep, Inceptors are down there. We've got Oath of Moment on
target.
Oath of Moment on those Scourges. Gonna hopefully keep them from Dark Lancing anything else.
You want to take my home objective, how dare you?
I might want to do that.
You want to burn it to the ground.
Sure do. They don't call it Scorched Earth for nothing.
That's true.
Speaking of Scorching Earth, we got a bunch of Eradicators hopping out of this Land Raider.
You did.
They're
Yeah,
ready
they've got
to-
a combination of different weapons. You have like 1 guy that can see that Raider behind the building. Of course, the Land Raider can too, so that's not a big issue. I did reactive move this one. You still have a couple that can shoot it over here this way, but I do have access to the 4-up invulnerable save, which should be quite useful, hopefully, to keep it alive. However, the Homunculus and friends might have to fight Mr. Terminator and friends, and then the Archon and the Urgle that gives the Archon fights first is still in the Raider, just in case that you do kill the Raider, and then if you do charge me, it's all fancy. Fancy-wency.
Aha.
Okay, Azrael and friends have moved up really fast.
The Scouts have returned from their escapades on the opposite side of the board.
They did pass their Battle Shock test. So
They did.
when a unit that comes back onto the table that is not at 50%, so if they're under 50, they have to take a Battle Shock test as soon as they come on the board, and the Scouts passed their Battle Shock test. Okay,
And
so
the Infiltrators are still holding strong back here.
look at them go.
They're doing great.
That's their job,
Yep,
to do great.
sure
So
is.
let's go into the shooting phase. Quick and easy, bunch of bolter pistols,
And
heavy
what?
bolter pistols
Yep,
into the Scourge.
they are quite silly. So
Ouchies.
all these bolters, 3 shots per guy, hitting on 3s.
Re-rolling and sustain 2.
Yep. So that is a 6. I'm going to re-roll all of these 3s. I'll keep the 5 though.
Fishing for 6s.
No more
Ooh,
6s.
Okay.
A number of drops.
And then only 2 extra in, and then they're twin linked. So winning on 3s, twin linked, a 2 damage a pop.
Yep.
5 didn't wound. Well, let's
This
see.
is not so good.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Okay.
6 of them went through at AP1. You're saying there's a chance they might survive. Oh, buddy, 5s. Yeah, 1 lives. Good job.
Oh no.
Hooray! 1 Dark Lance is gonna survive. That makes me so incredibly happy. Nice. No grenades here, so you can't just like cheeky grenade into my Scourge. Good to check though. Grenade is one of the best keywords in the game.
It is very strong.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something that I will hopefully not regret later. I'm going to have one Inceptor shoot the Scourge, and the other two shoot the bikes.
Okay. Are you overcharging? I guess you don't need to.
Yeah, because you don't...
I'm T4 on the bikes, so you'd be wounding them on 3s, but you're twin linked. I'm only T3 on him with a 5-up invul. There are 2 wounds on the bikes versus...
Do the bikes have an invul?
6-up invul.
6-up invul.
Yeah, and 5-up invul on him.
What's the armor look like?
4-up armor.
Okay.
So,
it doesn't make sense to supercharge.
Cool.
Okay, so
you don't want to make it easier for me to kill them by killing yourself?
Every time I supercharge with these guys, I lose 1, if not 2 of them.
It's usually the case.
So we are going to start with the guy going into the Scourge.
Okay, re-rolling hits.
We need 3s.
Ooh, 1 reroll.
I'm going to try a different die.
Is your oath target?
Yes,
2
there
hits,
we go.
On 2s.
2s, twin linked
as well here. 2.
2.
You ready for 2 5-ups on the Scourge?
Oh
no! Yes! He lived!
Okay.
Hooray! That little Scourge that could. Good job, little Scourge.
Yep. And the other one's into the bikes on 3s. We got 3 of them.
Nice,
Still
not
possible
bad.
to kill the unit.
Only on 3s, but twin linked.
Yep.
Okay.
Got 2.
1 twin linked there.
Try this die.
Okay.
Okay, we got 3.
Needing at least 1 6 to keep my blaster alive, which would be very useful. No, you do get them all.
I got the bikes,
There,
didn't get the
IP2.
Scourges.
Blap, blap, blap. Good job, 1 Scourge.
Now, hypothetically, in the future, I could overwatch that guy before he tries to move.
Oh, he's not moving. He's had a heavy weapon, so he's going to stay there and hit on 3s next turn.
Sound.
And from this fiasco, it was very well planned out. Of course, I just got lucky there. So
it happens.
Yep, that's how that works. We move on to this side of the battlefield with more shooting.
So Eradicators, the guy in the front is putting his multi-melta into that raider back there. And all of the other multi-meltas are going into that one.
Cool.
And we'll have the Apothecary put his pistol into the homunculi.
I like it. Storm of Fire means you get sustained on 5s because you're into Devastator Doctrine right now.
Correct. I am in Devastator
nice.
Doctrine. I hit on 4s though.
I am going to spend 1 CP to give him a 4-up invul save. Let's see if that helps at all. I don't know if it will, but you're not within Melta range, so it should maybe keep them alive.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So the guy going into the back raider.
Yep.
On 4s, re-rolling because it is a vehicle.
Yeah, you
I
don't
will
like them very
use
much.
a different die. Okay. Oh, so that is a
sustained.
lethal hit because of the
lethal.
Apothecary, and a sustained hit because of
very
his
nice.
enhancement.
That's pretty good.
So strength 9.
Toughness 8.
So 3s re-rolling.
Good old Eradicators.
Good old Eradicators.
That's 3 of them.
3 at AP very big.
6s. 2 go through.
Okay, so the first one.
It's D6 plus 2.
2.
D6 plus 2. So first one does 3
I'm going to
damage
re-roll that into...
with a CP.
No, Eradicators can
that's
re-roll
right, that's
damage.
right. So it goes 6 damage,
And the second one deals...
5 damage.
Which is going to be enough to
will
kill.
kill it. Does it explode? It does not. And there are 2 models inside. They're completely fine. That's for our first bring it down point there, and then the Eradicators into the second raider.
Yep, we'll start with the multi-melta. It hits on 4s, re-rolling.
5s are good.
Okay, so neither one hits. We're going to re-roll that because Eradicators.
You don't like me very much.
Yep, so we got
hit.
1, and
Nice.
then the 4 melta rifles that are hitting on 3s. They're the same profile after this, so I'm lumping it together.
So 1 lethal.
1 lethal and sustained,
And a
and
sustained.
I will not fish for any more, I don't think. They're all strength 9, so they're all...
Yeah, so did you add the sustained in there?
I did not.
Okay.
There we go.
Needing 3s, re-rolling.
3s re-rolling.
Not bad. So 3
was a
more
3.
so far. And then 2 re-rolls,
2 re-rolls.
because they're all fancy. Okay, 1 more.
Okay, 5.
5 at 4-up invuls, thanks to the Night Shield. 3 of them go through.
Ooh,
3d6 damage.
damage.
I only have 9 wounds left.
The first one deals 6 damage.
Oh, that's
second
pretty
one-
much a death sentence.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it dies. Does it explode? It does.
Oh.
Kablam! Well, the Night Shield didn't help against the fires of Caliban. So I am within 6 inches for all of these things around here. So D3 on the Venom, for 3. Venom goes down to 3. D3 on the plane for 3 goes down to 9. So I'll put that, mark that later. And D3 on the racks. 2, they have a 4-up Feel No Pain, and 2 of them will go down. So I'll kill the pistol and 1. 9 models inside because 1 of the little Cavalites had died before. And I will take 2 mortal wounds. So I will be putting both of them on the Clavex. Well, that's not bad. Pretty hefty bring it down points so far. Both of them are now battle shocked. And then the last thing is we have the little pistol shooting into the Homunculus' unit.
1 shot on a 3. Ooh, that is a sustained and lethal hit.
Nice.
Okay.
It hits, so that's 1 lethal and 1 sustained.
Yep. So strength 5.
Needing 3s.
3s. Nope.
Okay. 1
At minus
invul.
1.
Nope. And then 1 damage.
I think it's 2.
All right, 4 Feel No Pains. You kill 1. Blah. 1 more dead. Ah! Last shooting, we've got the captain.
Captain is going to shoot his combi weapon
Well,
into...
not last shooting. I guess you have the entire land.
I've got the whole Land Raider.
Yep.
The captain is going to shoot at the homunculi
Nice.
on 4 or 3s, I think.
Yep.
So that's good. Anti-infantry 4 up.
Yep. Nothing.
Nothing.
Land Raider time.
Yeah, the Land Raider, I think, is just going to put all of its attacks into the homunculi because that's what it can see.
Ouchies. Poor Homunculus.
Yeah. Flamers. That is
9.
9
That's
plus 15.
15 hits into the poor little rack unit. Sad. Little violins playing for the Homunculus and his friends.
Strength 6.
Yep.
So 2s, I think.
3s, because I'm toughness 4.
Ah, okay.
I'll just roll these because it'll be easier.
Yep.
Needing 6s.
Minus 2.
Yep, 6 up invul. Ah. Ooh,
Oh, wow, that's a lot of them.
terrible. And then I'll just reroll any successes here because I have a. Oh, actually, it has to be different. So these are 2 damage each, right?
Yep.
Okie dokie. So there are 8 that went through. First rack, 4 up Feel No Pains, dies. Second rack, 4 up Feel No Pains, dies. And then 12 4 up Feel No Pains on my Homunculus. He only has 5 wounds. 1, 2, 3, he lives. So he has 1 left, but there's still a multi-melter, an assault cannon.
And I'm not shooting the hunter killer.
Okay.
Cannon.
Assault cannon.
On 3s. Yep, no rerolls.
3s to wound.
Yep. Looking for 6s though.
I'll
That
roll
is-
the Feel No Pain. He's okay.
What's his armor save look like?
6 up save.
6 up save.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm not going to fish for dev wounds.
So 2 more devs. I'll roll Feel No Pains. Oh, my
wow.
gosh. Sure.
And then 2
So
armor.
then 2 more armor saves. Okay, 1 more Feel No Pain. Okay, he finally dies.
Okay, oh my word.
He almost lived. He almost took a
He's
charge.
hanging
from the
on for dear
Terminators.
life.
That's hilarious. Well, that's it for your shooting.
Yep, because I don't. Azrael doesn't have line of sight or range to be able
That is
to
very true.
hit anything. Charging.
The Terminator's going to try to charge the Incubi. They need an 8 because they're just outside of 9.
Yep.
Or just within 9. My
Need an
apologies.
8. That is an 8.
They make it. Barely, but they do. Those Terminators paying off in dividends. And there they go. So start of the fight phase, they owe me a battle shock test for being in range of Incubi.
That is a 4. They fail.
Hooray! That gives me pain token. And they're battle shock. No strats for them next turn.
No stress.
Excellent. So they're gonna fight.
Yep.
Come fight me. Haha, yes, battle shocked. I'm so excited that they're battle shocked next turn. That's a really big deal for me. Good,
Yeah,
good, good.
that's scary. Hitting on 2s. Okay. Drop those. Strength 6.
Yeah,
Rooting on
2s.
2s.
Yeah, they're just toughness 3. They're Incubi.
Okay, that's
5
all
of them?
5.
5 of
At
them?
minus 2.
5 up nimbles. You got them. Just wipes them out.
Yeah. I'm going to do.
You're going to consolidate into the warriors.
3 inches definitely gets me in range. Hi there.
Hey, what's going on there, buddy old pal? I see how this is. So I will pile in, and they'll just fight you. Might as well. So 3 regular guys on 3s, and then on 5s. Nothing, and then the sergeant on 3s and on 3s. Nothing. Ooh. So that is that. Good old Terminators being the bane of my existence here. But let's go over to the scoreboard and see what you scored. So no CPUs, you still have 3 in the bank. Area denial for 5. Bring it down for 7. Wow, what a nice turn. So that is a 13-point turn, bringing you up to 20 in your secondary score as you start getting away with the score. Nicely done. Now we go to Dark Eldar turn number 3. You go up to 4 command points. I go up to 1 command point. So my 2 cards this turn are Overwhelming Force and Storm Hostile Objective. So there are 2 objectives that I can storm, which is the one that is right next to all your Eradicators and the one that you have your Infiltrators on. Interesting. As for Overwhelming Force, I do have a couple of things I can kill that are on objectives, namely the Eradicators and the Infiltrators as well. So those will be my main targets as we move into the next turn. And I have to try and defend my stronghold. Killing those Inceptors is of paramount importance. And let's see if we can pull it off this turn. Well. The Space Marines hit pretty hard with a very efficient turn at number 2. Not bad at all. I do owe you a couple of battle shock tests before we go into the turn. We've got a variety of different things happening over here too. And so essentially I'm gonna more than likely push this way and just continue to start peppering just leave the Space Marines on that side. You know, it is what it is. And then I do have the priority right now is to try and kill these 2 units here and then to do as much damage as I can to the Eradicators and maybe that Land Raider, but not as much the Land Raider. I do owe you 1 over here, so a Battle Shock test we'll say is fine on a 6, and then Archon is fine as well. Good job with his little Urgle. Go get him! We'll come back after the movement phase as I do some stuff here. Okay, so moving just halfway through the movement phase, I want to show off the planes. So that Razor Wing Jet Fighter moved up this way, turned this way. I had put him in a position where he can move to this corner next turn and spin and fly that way. That Razor Wing Jet Fighter moved there, spun this way, he can move up to this way next turn, in and around that. The Void Raven Bomber moved over this way, had to spin, so I had to put it a little closer than I wanted to. 1 Eradicator can see me to Overwatch, and this guy as well. But it does mean that I can go not off the board next turn and spin as well. But I'm gonna do the bomb before you choose whether or not to Overwatch. So the bomb is gonna target the Land Raider. So on a 4+, it'll take D6 mortal wounds. Nope. And then it goes in a radius of D6 inches. So 6 inches from the Land Raider, the radius of the bomber hits. Ooh. And it'll hit every other unit within that radius. So the Scouts, the Tech Marine, the Eradicators. So let's do the Scouts on a 4+. They don't. Let's do the Tech Marine on a 4+. He does not. And then the Eradicators. They do not either.
Oh no.
So nothing there. It's okay. The bomb is a meme. Sometimes it works. Most times this is what happens.
I was
There's
terrified
too many
going into
failure points. Okay, so you're not going to Overwatch there, which is fine by me. So I did move the Kronos out basically to try and bait an Overwatch, which of course he's going to take. Kronos is in range of the Tech Marine, so it's basically just to try and snipe that Tech Marine out of existence. And that's kind of like a nice little thing to kind of do there.
Is the Kronos a monster?
The Kronos is a monster. So you're getting reroll hit rolls with lethals.
Yep.
And I think, is a sustained work on the Overwatch as well, or is it only in your shooting phase?
I believe it's everything.
Okay. Okay, so 6s to hit with rerolls. The 6s be good on all these Meltaguns.
6s are quite good.
So 2 hits and 2 wound rolls, needing 3s to wound.
But we've also got a hit reroll.
That's right.
So another try. Can I get more 6s?
Good old try number 2.
We got another 6.
That's another lethal, and then 3 rolls to wound.
What's his toughness?
AP3, T7.
T7. So these will be 3s re-rolling.
Yeah, nice.
That's all of them.
All 6 of them. Very nicely done. AP?
-4, I
cool.
think.
6 ups. I take 4d6 damage. 4d6 re-rolling 1s. 3 more, 6. Okay, no, that's 16, 18. Feel no pains. You're just going to re-roll the 2.
Into a 1.
Nice. Sir. Okay, I need to pass 11 of these 5-ups, and I should be good to go. I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, there you go. Just in the first roll. You do kill her. Does she explode? She does not. That frees up my Archon. Excellent. Okay, so I've got 3 pain tokens. They did not move because they have heavy bonus over here. This did not move. That moved back here. We've got a variety of different things. With the 3 pain tokens, what do I want to do with them and where do I think I can get some kills? Well, I'm definitely going to put a pain token on the Void Raven Bomber. That goes without saying. And we might actually do pain tokens on both of the Razorwing jet fighters. You can see Eradicators. I'm going to try to do a little bit of damage to them as well. And we'll see what we can do. I do want to try and kill those scouts back there. So that's yeah, Razorwing jet fighters I think will get the other 2 pain tokens as well. So pain token, pain token, pain token. Very nice. I did forget to say I did bring in my strategic reserves over here. They're just gonna sit on that objective and look pretty. Actually, I'll probably put them a little closer just in case I want to burn that objective next turn. Yay. We'll see. We'll see if I need to burn stuff, but it does help me out. And I did get 5 points there, which I did not put up in the thing here. So that goes up to 10. I like it. Although I have to make up for that deficit in secondary points. So let's see what we can do with planes. Yeah, planes. Okie dokie, so here we are. I'm going to start with these Dark Lances because they're in line of sight and range of those. So it's 4 heavy Dark Lances hitting on 3s. Okay, 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's 3 at AP 3.
AP 3. If it's AP 3, I'd be at a 5-up save because it's 3 up normally.
Correct.
So 5-up armor.
That's right.
I pass 1, fail 2.
3 damage, so that'll kill 2. 1 guy's left. And I'll do the Carbine. Carbine hits 3 times and wounds 3 times. 3 armor saves of no AP.
No AP. 3 ups.
Okay.
We're good.
Completely fine over there. Well, there's 1 guy left, so I'm going to go ahead and just shoot this Dark Lance into him.
Oh.
3's hit. Yeah! Standing still. 2's to wound. Yeah! That's 1 6-up save for that guy.
6-up save. Can I live?
Go, little Scourge.
Oh, no. Nope.
Yeah, get him. That's a
He's
pain
dead.
token. Love it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this Razorwing jet fighter. I'm going to do 2 Dark Lances into the Eradicators. And then I'm going to do the cannon and I'm going to do the Monoscythe missiles, which are 2 damage each, into them as well. And we're going to shoot everything we can. All right, let's start with 2 of the Dark Lances into Eradicators. Hitting on 2s, rerolling thanks to the pain token, and on 2s. That's 2 at AP 3.
On the scouts?
On the Eradicators.
Would
They're
I?
5-ups? Yeah,
Yep.
you know, if you put them on the guys that we talked about.
Yeah.
Then they
So
are
5-ups. We're going to put them on guys in cover. I pass 1, fail 1.
Minimum 3 damage. That'll kill 1 guy. Blop. I'll do it into the scouts. We got a, Splinter Cannon, pain token. And wounding on 3s at AP 1. 2 at AP 1 into the scouts. No cover there.
No cover. 5-ups.
That's 2 damage each.
2 dead scouts.
Kills them. Well, I'm going to do easy shot here. I'm going to shoot my D-sides into the infiltrators, both of the D-sides, and I'm going to shoot the 3 damage missiles into Azrael's inner circle. Actually, no, we'll do the 3 damage missiles into the Eradicators. Actually, let's try to get rid of them. Yeah. Well, let's do the D-sides into these infiltrators, hitting on 2s, because they're, oh no, 3s, my apologies. Okay, all hit. Wounding on 2s. So that's 9 at AP 4.
9 at -4, I don't get saves.
Nope, not from there, you know.
How many?
So it's 2 damage each.
2 damage each.
So 9 2 damage each is.
First one kills a guy. Second one.
He's the wounded one. He lives with 1.
He lives with 1.
Third one.
Third one. Ooh.
Dead.
Fourth
one. Dead. And last guy takes the rest of the damage.
So there are
10 damage.
10 damage coming in. Okay. Then 2
8
more.
dice.
He's
dead.
dead.
Hooray, pain token. Good job, Void Raven Bomber. Good job. Okay, and then we got the D3 blast missiles into the Eradicators. So D3 for 3 plus 1 is 4 shots. And the Eradicators needing 3s with pain tokens. And 3s to wound. These are AP2, so just 1. AP2, which would be a 4-up.
Yep, 4 up. We're good.
Good. All right, so then we're going to do the next plane is just going to shoot everything into the Eradicators as well. So we're going to start with the 2 Dark Lances hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 2s. 2 at AP 3.
2 at -3 down to -2 puts me to 5 ups. I
2
fail them both.
dead Eradicators. They go down.
So we'll do him and him.
Cannon hitting on 2s. I'm going to fish for sustains. Nope. And then wounding on 3s.
So 3 at AP1, but you are in cover.
0.
So 3 ups, and these are 2 damage each.
Okay.
One takes
so
2
one
damage.
takes 2 damage. We will. This guy right
The
here.
multi-melter. Okay. That middle guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we got the necrotoxin. So D6 plus 3 blast. So 4 plus the 1. So 5 little shots. Hitting on 2s. Pain token. And anti-infantry 2+. So you owe me 3 saves at no AP here.
3 at 3 ups. We're good.
Good, nice. Then we're gonna go ahead and do this Venom. They can still see that multi-melter on the side. And he's gonna shoot his 6 shots as well into the Eradicators. 3s. No sustain there. 3s. That's 4 at AP1, but you are in cover.
4 at AP1.
Just 3 ups, and these are 2 damage each.
I fail the 1, so
the one
kills
guy.
that guy.
Nice. And last but not least, I have this Venom over here. It's going to do the exact same thing into that unit of Eradicators. So 3s, no pain token here, all hit. Oh, and then the rifles are just going to shoot into there because the rifles are out of range.
Yep.
So that would be 4 at AP1, but only 1 multi-melter has cover from that angle.
Okay. So how much damage each?
2 damage each.
So we'll do it on. So these are 3 ups on the
sir.
multi-melta.
He takes 2.
He takes 2. He's down to 1 left. And then we'll do 1 more at a 3 up.
He dies.
He dies. And then the last one on a 4 up. He's good.
Okay. Well, that is all I have for shooting, except for my Archon's last pistol. And so he's just going to shoot at the Eradicators. Might as well. Hits on 2s and wounds on 3s. 1 at AP3 does
AP3.
D3 damage.
Oh boy. I need a 6. I don't get it.
D3 damage, do I kill that last Eradicator? I do!
You do.
Yeah, good job. Pain token.
Uh-oh.
Good job, Archon. Good job. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. I should have kept Assassinate, you know what I mean? That would have been really good. However, that does give me 2 full overwhelming force, which is massive, because I really needed those points. And it's gonna go into the charge phase. Now I do have 4 pain tokens, so I'm gonna go ahead and use 1 on the Incubi to get reroll a charge there, and I'm gonna put 1 on the Archon to reroll a charge there as well. The Archon is simply going to charge the Tech Marine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna charge up and get onto this Tech Marine over here.
I am going to heroic intervene with the apothecary.
Okay, so 2 CP for that.
So I am down to 1.
Yep.
But. And is it 2? I can't remember. Is it 2d6?
Yeah, you just charge. You just
Okay.
declare a charge, basically.
Declare a
Makes
charge.
it with a 7. There he
He
goes.
is going on the objective.
I love it. Look at that. And then over here we have the Incubi trying to get into these guys with an 11. That is definitely a charge. I'm going to try and charge this Venom into them as well. Need an 8 for that Venom. No, the Venom stays right where he is. Oh, they owe me a battle shock test for being in range of Incubi. So the fight phase.
Oh,
they're
they're mad.
I will give a pain token to them. I will also give a pain token to the Archon as well. Does your medic have a nimble save?
He does not.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll go with the Incubi first. They're just going to use their claves to fight the little dudes over here. Okie dokie. Incubi, let's go. Hitting on 3s, rolling for pain tokens. Not terrible. All hit. Strength 4, so normally needing 5s, but they got out of a transport, so Lance. So 4s to wound.
Yep.
And these are all AP3 and 2 damage a pop. That was an extra one in there that got hit. 1, 2, 3, 4 at AP3. Not
5.
the best wound. Oh, 5, sorry. Not the best one. That means one's going to be left alive with 1 wound.
5 at AP3 puts me to 6 up armor.
2 damage each.
I pass 2.
Nicely done. Kill
So-
1.5. Well done. Well, not terrible. They're gonna that Incubi unit has decided to totally poop the bed there. No Archon means no reroll wounds, sadly. Let's see if the Archon can make up the fight, though. He's gonna fight with his attacks into your Apothecary, and then he's gonna fight. The Urgle is going to fight the Tech Marine. So all the attacks from the Archon into the Apothecary on 2s with rerolls, and on 3s with no rerolls. So that's 4 at AP3.
4 at -3 puts
On
me
the
to
Apothecary.
6 ups.
These are 2 damage a pop.
2 each. Uh-oh.
And he kills him.
He kills him.
Nicely done. So that goes away, and I get a
Yep.
pain token there. And then 6 attacks from the Urgle into the Tech Marine. Okay, on 3s, cool. And on 4s, to wound with rerolls because the Archon is in the unit. So that would be 2 at AP1. 2
2
3
at
ups.
-1.
Yeah, 2 3 ups into the Tech Marine.
Oh, I fail 1.
Hooray!
Is it 2 damage?
No, it's just 1.
It's
it
just
just
1.
means you have to start taking battle shock tests,
Ah,
which gives me pain
yep.
tokens later. The Tech Marine is so angry.
His vehicle buddies are dying. His other friends are dying. He's gonna go crazy. We'll start with the axe. Is it 2s or 3s? Okay.
3s to hit with the axe.
That's a lot of misses. Uh-oh.
Okay. And 2s to wound.
Yep. 2
Decent strength.
to wound.
Not bad.
There we go. -2.
2 damage each.
2 each.
Okay, so 5 up. Nope, kills that guy, and then the Archon will just take a Shadow Field, and he's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so the Urgle does go down. No, you got the Court. But he does have, what, 1 more attack?
Yep, we've got a servo arm coming at you.
Nice.
1 attack on a 3. Nope.
Okay, and that stays put. And then the Inceptors get to fight as a last little fight over here. I was hoping the Incubi would deal with them, but sadly that was not to be the case today.
So, 3 attacks per guy, hitting on 3s.
Not bad.
They did better than the Tech Marine.
Yeah, wounding on 3s
Yep.
with toughness. Okay, so that's 3 on 3 ups, and they're fine. And that is that. Let's go to the scoreboard and see what the Dark Eldar have scored. I will get nothing for Storm Hostile. I'm just going to use it for CP. And I will get a full 5 points for Overwhelming Force, bringing up to 14 secondary points as well, as that is the end of the 3rd turn. So there's going to be some spicy stuff going into the last turn. Oh, turn number 3 for the Space Marines. Of course, we start with the CP on my end, and Azrael gives you 2, so you go up to 3.
Yep. Capture enemy outpost could be a little tricky. There's a bunch of stuff on there tying down my Inceptors. Those Incubi are going to die. It's just a matter of I don't know that I'll also be able to take the objective. And Cleanse could also be tricky because I kind of want to do some shooting with my Land Raider instead of having it cleanse, even though I could cleanse both. But we'll see.
Okay, so not bad cards. You're in a good spot to basically finish strong in the game here.
Yep.
You know, of course, this is where it gets interesting with the game because of the fact that there's so much like going on. And I actually did some decent damage that turn in return to your turn that you did damage as well. So you're only left with 1, 2, 3, 4 units to really do stuff with, 5 if you count them. And you do owe me a battle shock test on that Tech Marine.
Indeed.
I'm looking for another pain token, you see. That's
I'd really rather
all I
not give
hope
it to
for.
you.
Yeah.
That is a 4 and a 3.
So he's fine.
He
And then they are no longer battle shocked either.
yes.
That's right. Their faith in the Emperor has been restored.
It never wavered.
Didn't it? Oh, wow. Awesome. I love it. You also do get 5 points on primary because I was unable to really stop the land raid. Now, if I would have moved that unit of Cabalites, I was really debating. I could get 3 Cabalites onto that objective. That actually would have made the case, but you would have just overwatched them. But then again, you wouldn't have overwatched the Kronos. So that was like the dilemma there. At the end of the day, it was probably a better choice to fold them back onto the objective and risk the overwatch from the land raider. But it is what it is. So take a look at the table. We'll come back after you're done moving. Okay, so we've got Land Raider moving up, getting within 12 inches of them, and of course can shoot that venom a little bit. They just moved or advanced? They advanced.
They advanced.
The Tech Marine moved back because you did declare
Tactical
doctrine, so he can fall back and get on this objective to do a
Cleanse.
They're moving up to try and charge the Archon, who you made your Oath target. And then over here, because of Tactical Doctrine, you can fall back. You're looking to cleanse and take my home objective. I have 2 CP, so this is desperate times calls for desperate measures, which means I'm going to do 2 things. Number 1, I'm going to Overwatch with a Venom to try and kill 1 model. Number 2, using that move as a reactive move, I'm going to move this Venom 6 inches and touch that objective. So I'm going to try and protect my outpost, but in order for that to happen, I need to kill 1 of these. So let's see if a little venom can be the difference between 8, 9, 10, 11 points. Sorry, or 10 points. It's literally a 10-point swing here. Can this little venom do it? It's going to cost me both CP, but I'm going to do the Overwatch first Because if that doesn't work, then I don't need to use that CP there. Okay, 6s to hit. No, did not hit.
Oh,
that does
no.
mean that the extra move there does not matter at all.
So you still have the 1 command point left.
I do, but it does mean that I was unable to stop that from happening. It was a good try, though.
A very good try.
Yeah. Now we move into your shooting phase.
Yep. So we'll start with the really easy stuff. These Inceptors over here are going to cleanse.
Yep. And they have
And-
taken my sticky off that objective there.
We're going to cleanse it.
Technically, if these incubi were on bigger bases, the bases they come in, they would be contesting that. But it is what it is.
Fell back, and because Tactical Doctrine lets him fall back and shoot, he is eligible to cleanse that middle objective as well.
I like it.
Next up, Terminators, they advanced, they can't shoot. Land Raider is going to shoot these Cabalites over here
Just with everything?
with everything except the Hunter Killer Missile.
Okay, where's the Hunter Killer going?
That is a good question. I might as well go ahead and shoot it now. Sure, we'll shoot the Void Raven.
Okay, I'll just remove the Cabalites because they're just going to die. But roll the 1 to hit roll on the Void Raven at stealth. So
At
minus 1 to hit.
stealth on a 4-up. It hits.
Nicely done. It's toughness
It
9.
is, so it'll be a
threes.
3.
Nope.
Ooh, nope.
Nothing there.
Do
So no shooting because you don't want to risk killing my Archon.
Yep, charging.
Charging.
The companions see a worthy foe.
Worthy.
Potentially
He's worthy
worthy.
now? What is this madness?
Oh, an 8-inch
An 8 will make
charge.
it. Nicely done.
Can I get bodies on the objective? Oh,
Well, you will be able to
Yeah.
kill and consolidate. It shouldn't be an issue.
Starting with Azrael, because he has devastating wounds and might be able to cut through that shadow field. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling. Oh my.
Full hit.
And he has sustained.
Nice.
So,
10 hits. Woohoo.
whoa!
Winning on 2s.
On 2s with devastating wounds.
Are they 2 damage each?
They are 2 damage each.
Okay, so he takes 2 damage. And then I'll just roll all of these. If he fails any of them, he's dead. So I'm just going to roll them all together. He's fine. Well, I survived Azrael. Now it's the rest of the company, the companions.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, we're going to do 12 and 12
Yep.
if the extra 12 is necessary. Hitting on 2s, because it would normally be 3s, but they're targeting a character. So 2s. We got
That's
5.
a bunch of them.
And those
2
ones are
wounds.
also lethal.
Oh, so there's 5 of them?
Yep.
Okay, I'll just go roll. He does. You got him. Shadowfield goes down. No. Getting closer. Very nice, very nice.
Gonna get into the center of the battlefield.
Love it. All power to them. Get him.
Prime position to go mess
Get 'em.
up some
I
other
love it.
Xenos.
And that's the end of the turn. Let's go to the scoreboard. End of the scoreboard. That is a massive capture and cleanse. That's 13 points, bringing it up to 33 over here. Ooh, buddy, that's spicy. I don't know if I'll be able to come back from that, but we're going to make a fight for it. Battle round number 4, you get a CP, go up to 4 again. And I get a CP, I go up to 2. I will get a 5 for my primary as well. Very nice. Okay, so you're going to make that the tempting target, and that I need to area denial. Okay, that means it's going to be tough for me to do because I can't, like, I'm not sure I can kill everything in that unit. Like, all my guns will be able to really shoot at them, but it's going to be tough to get all of them dead. And other than that, tempting is literally impossible. So I'm going to cycle a card. I'm going to cycle 1 and go get rid of tempting target, and I'm going to gain no prisoners, so kill stuff. That's actually much better because I can kill that. I can kill the Tech Marine for 2, potentially the Inner Circle guys for 3. Okay, so I'll keep that. I do have a Battle Shock test on this little guy, and he is fine as well. Well, comes down to the wire. Not a lot of stuff left on the board, but the Dark Angel's in a great position for scoring, and the last turn, which is very, very powerful in this mission. So with that, if I want to burn anything, I need to burn it now. However, it's not really something that's going to be feasible. It does give me 5 extra points, however. Well, lots of planning. Let's do some movement. We'll come right back. End of the movement phase. Tricksy little Tech Marine decided to get far away and put himself next to that land raider. He wants to stay nice and safe, and then Tactical Doctrine means an auto 6 advance. These Cabalite Warriors have kind of scooted up this way. Void Raven Bomber actually is in an awkward position, could only see the Tech Marine, but with that reactive move, he's not going to be able to do anything till next turn. Both the Razor Wing Jet Fighters moved up, they're going to be able to get stuck in over there, and I decided to aggressively move both of my Venoms up towards the middle of the board. And then this little Scourge as well. Okay, well, let's do some shooting, see if we can try and get that area denial slash, if I don't kill Azrael, then it's not really going to be possible, but it is what it is. I do have 1 pain token. We'll go on the Scourge right here. Well, let's begin with some shooting. Not much else I can do. This Dark Lance is going to shoot Azrael's unit on a 4. Hits. Does it wound? It does. 1 invulnerable save.
One
thanks
invulnerable
to the
save.
Shield of
4 up.
Caliban.
Oh no.
That is
Fail it.
minimum 3. Just kills a guy.
Kills this guy.
Blah.
I have 4 up, feel no pain.
I'm going to grenade you with them. You want to use your Watcher, which makes sense. How many wounds do I do? Only 2.
2 mortal wounds. Do I care? I take a mortal.
Take 1. There's 1 guy with 2 wounds left.
Yep.
That means I'm not going to shoot with them yet. I'm going to shoot Venoms because they're 2 damage each. Going to try and maximize on a guy with 2 wounds. Okay, 3s to hit. Ooh, 2 sustained. Very nicely done.
Ow.
Very nicely done. That's not terrible. And 3s.
Oh yeah, you're -1 to hit with all of these.
Okay, let me check that clip. Okay. I missed 1 with the Splinter Cannon. So 5 saves at -1, 2 damage each.
5 at -1.
So 4 ups.
4 ups.
2 damage each.
I fail 2.
Cool. So 1 dies and 1 takes 2 damage and leaves him with 1 wound remaining. That means I'm going to do the next Venom. This time I'm going to do all the Cabalites in that Venom first, which are all 1 damage each to try kill that last guy with 1 wound. And then we'll do the Splinter Cannon after that. Ideally, I kill him, put a wound on another, and then the Splinter Cannon doubles up on that. So 4s to hit though, and then 3s to wound with poison. So that would be 4 saves at AP, nothing. So 3 ups.
4 at nothing.
Oh,
good.
All good. And then the Splinter Cannon. I do have to commit the Splinter Cannons on 4s. Oh my goodness. Well, 3 sustained. Little heavy bolters of death. So that would be 5 more at AP1, 2 damage
5
each.
at -1.
Love it. 4 ups here.
4 ups.
That will kill 1 and 2 more.
Yep.
2 more go down.
So he dies, and he dies.
Okay. Next, I'm going to do that Razorwing Jet Fighter. Going to shoot everything at this unit over here. +1 to hit, -1 to hit means they hit on 3s thanks to their ground attack craft rule. 1 Dark Lance hits, 1 Dark Lance wounds, 1 invulnerable save.
4 up.
That is a
5.
And the Splinter Cannon on 3s with a sustained. And on 3s, these are AP1. So 3 at AP1, 2 damage each.
I failed 2.
1 has 1 wound left.
I failed 2.
2 damage each. And then Necrotoxin missiles, D6 + 3. That's 8 shots. Haha! 3s to hit because of the -1, and then 2s to wound for Necrotoxins. So it's 5 armor saves, no AP. 3 at a time because they're only 1 damage each. He takes 1 damage.
Takes 1.
2 more.
2 more.
And he lives. He has 2 wounds left. So I have to do them next so that they can shoot and scoot to make sure they're wholly within 6 inches of the middle of the board there. And they can shoot everything into Azrael's unit. Well. Let's do the. I guess we'll do the Dark Lances. Dark Lances first. You know what? No, let's do the Carbine first. Because if I get 2 lucky saves in, that would be great. 4s to hit because of the -1 pain token. Only 1 hit. Does it wound? It does. 1 armor save. No AP.
No AP. We're good.
He's fine. Okay, now we'll do the Dark Lances. Needing 5s to hit though because of the -1 to hit.
Yep.
1 hit so far. Pain token says 2 hits. Not terrible. 2s to wound. There you go.
Oh!
They are going to move up though. Oh no. They're going to at least stop you from scoring a 10 on your turn 4, which is very important. Then I have the last Razorwing Jet Fighter. It's going to shoot everything into there. So we'll start with a Splinter Cannon first to try kill that last guy with 2 wounds. Splinter Cannon says, miss, miss, miss.
Oh no.
Oh no. We got the Monoscythe missiles with a 2 damage missiles because I need to do those this time. D6, 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Ooh, 1 hit, wounding on 3s, 1 save, -1. 2 damage if it goes through though.
Oh, I'm going to CP reroll that.
Okay, nice. Good use of a CP reroll. Trying
Here
to
we
keep him
go.
alive.
Yeah.
Nice. And then the 2 Dark Lances. Will miss. Nicely done. And, oh, he has to move as well, like that. Get up over here. And then over here we have the Incubi charging.
Well, they make it.
They do. Look at them go. Rawr. Well. That's for no prisoners. That's kind of annoying, actually. That 1 CP reroll really coming in handy there. And then over here we got the Incubi on 3s. No pain tokens to speak of here. And then 5s to wound because they're only strength 4. They did not get out of a transport. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at AP2.
5 at minus each.
2 damage each. I need you to fail
Here we
3
go.
of these.
Oh my word!
Only failed 2.
I failed 2.
So I kill 1. One's left with 1 wound. Oh, you owe me a battle shock test on there, please, as well.
Oh yes.
Merci, thanks to
They pass.
They do. They are good.
But
and then
very
I will just get up in his face like that. You have to fight me back here.
Ah!
2 hits.
I hit you twice.
And
Strength 4.
Yep.
I wound you
3
twice.
saves. Good.
They're good.
Well, let's go to the scoreboard over here. I will not get even a single no prisoners, which makes me very, very sad. And I didn't get area denial, which also makes me very sad as well. I'm gonna hold, do I wanna hold? I don't wanna hold on to either of them. I'm just gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna get myself a CP at the end of turn 4 and be very sad about that. But that's okay. Now we move on to Space Marine turn number 4. So on the 4th turn, I get a CP, you get 2 CP, going up to another 4, thanks to Azrael still being alive. And let's draw your cards.
Assassination is great. There are no characters on the battlefield for me to kill, I don't think. Tempting target, I'm going to pay a command point to cycle because there is a very clear choice that he is going to pick for the tempting target, and
Yep,
I
so
don't
you're
think I
going
have a
with-
way to get over there.
Okay, and that'll bring up the next card.
Which is engage on all fronts.
Cool. So you have engage and assassinate because of your cycle there. Cool. So let's go into the movement phase. You do owe me 2 battle shock tests.
Yes, on the Inner Circle Companions.
Yep. Azrael and friends are okay.
They're good.
And the Tech Marine.
Tech Marine. I am going to, I've got a lot of command points. I'm going to pay to make him auto pass.
Okay, once per game. Okay, so moving forward, I'm gonna, you did move your Tech Marine back. I'm gonna overwatch it with one of the planes. He's just gonna shoot necrotoxin missiles and everything else into him to try and kill him to force Azrael to potentially go back that way as well. So let's go ahead and do the Dark Lances. Nope. Then we'll go ahead and do the Splinter Cannon. Nope. And then we'll do the necrotoxin missiles, D6 plus 3 for 7 shots. Hitting all on 6s. Nope. Okay, good talk.
Okay.
And you did oath the incubi over here.
Yep.
And you did pass your battle shock as well there, which we did check for you.
Yep. So we're going to start by having the Inceptor shoot his pistols.
Shoot
He will not
pistols.
supercharge because you've got
like
an
it.
invuln.
Yeah, makes sense.
That is cocked.
Yep.
That is a miss, but I have oath, so it is still a miss. Big strength, I need a 2. It wounds.
5 up. You kill one.
I kill one.
Oh no. So the Lander is going to start scorching that objective. I love it. Absolutely love it. Fantastic.
It's thematic.
That's great.
These guys, they advanced, so they can't shoot. These guys are going to shoot their pistols into them.
Nice.
And combi plasma.
Okay.
So 3 shots, hitting on 2s. 2 hits. Big strength. That's 2 dev wounds.
Yep. 2 dev wounds. I'm going to kill both of these. Okay, and the heavy bolt pistol
On the companion.
He hits.
It hits.
Needs a 3.
It wounds.
Does it wound? Yeah, it does.
-1.
It's okay. 5 up
Sounds
in bolt
good.
on the Scourge. Okay, charges!
Charges. We're going to start with these guys are going to
Ooh,
attempt
big
to charge.
niner. Big 9-inch
that.
into the venom. Does he make it?
Do we make it? He makes it.
Nicely done. Those Terminators just making money happen.
Cha-ching.
Very nicely done. Here they come. They're like, look, we're on this side of the table now.
Yep.
That's so funny.
We are.
Love it.
Charge the scourges.
Into the Scourge.
Into the scourge.
He needed that to happen for engage, basically.
Yes.
So that's basically going to get engaged there.
Yep.
And then these
That
guys
is a
are gonna
3,
jump into
they'll
the
make it.
Scourge there, but that's not going to help with anything in terms
It's-
of
yeah.
score. So that combat kills them. This
combat-
combat will kill this. And then over here, you owe me a battle shock test on this guy.
Yep.
Please and thank you.
He's
fine, but I will get to fight them first.
You want me?
All right, Incubi, will I kill you? Well, I did hit you a few times. And did I have enough dice? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I had way too many dice. 1, 2, 3. I had too many. I had a whole unit there. Hold on, let me read it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's more like it. I was like, wait a second. You killed one with shooting. 5s. 1 at AP2.
AP2. Nope. He
Finally
dies.
got him. Thank
There we go.
goodness. Well, well, well. Let's go to the scoreboard. So you will be getting an engage for a minimum and an assassinate. So that's a maximum secondary score. You've also started to burn an objective as well as we move into battle round number 5. Okay, so I will get a command point. Hooray. You get a command point going up to 4 as well. Gotta love those command point regeneration models, eh? Really handy. Okay, so with that though, I do have 2 objectives, so I will go up to 25 here on primary, but that's as many as I can get. So if I can stop you from scoring, which is unlikely, you know, it's really the secondaries that made you win this game. Okay, so I have Defend Stronghold, so I have to do something about holding the Terminators in place or shooting them to death or something to try and keep them in line. And Capture Enemy Outpost. I do have a unit of Cavalite Warriors primed and ready to be able to take that objective. I still have hope that things may happen that allow me to win this game. So let's see what we can do. Battle shock test on this little Scourge. He's okay, nice. Okay, so let's go into the turn. They're 9 inches away from that, so they'll be able to just run and get back here. That's gonna get me Capture Enemy Outpost. And then we got some other movement. So let's see what I can do with my planes. Now, I'm likely going to be able to stop you from burning that objective. So that's going to be like my top priority. And at least tie up that Land Raider. And the other option as well is to tie up this unit here. So even if I do get capture, which is 8 points, I can't cycle anymore because I did cycle last turn. So this is literally something I'm stuck with, the defend. So unless I can stop them from taking it away from me, it's going to be hard for me to hold my objective for 3 points. But if I get 11 points up here, that brings me up to 26 points, which brings me up to 61 points to your 65. So even if I max out, you're still going to be getting it by a couple of points, but let's see what I can kill, right? That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
If you can keep it like a 4-point game, that's technically a 10-10 draw in WTC scoring. So the Cavalite Warriors that were left in this Venom moving out, their plan is to charge into the Land Raider and try and stop the burn, basically, is the big thing there. So you're going to watch them with Azrael and friends.
Yep. So
Nice.
Azrael get with his 3 shots on the Lion's Roar. Can I get
Nice.
6s? I do.
That's 1.
So
Nicely
that
done.
hits you twice.
So 2 hits from that. 4s to do damage.
Yep.
Well, technically 3s, but 4s.
It's also
do deaths as
anti-infantry.
well. Yeah.
So I
One
think
dev
that's
wound, 1 save.
one.
1 save is fine. Takes a single.
Is it a
dev wound.
5 up invuln on those guys?
AP. Sorry, 1 more goes down because they are AP3 combi weapon. Interesting.
Yes.
Little pistol.
Little pistol.
Oh, 2
it
hits there. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at him
Just
go.
really trying to make that work.
1 more at -1.
1, he's fine.
He's fine.
Okay, that
I forgot to
actually
move
is
that.
not terrible. Well, 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 Azrael, you cheeky little Dark Angel guy, you. Even though it's technically not even the proper chapter. Haha, because it's because you're not full green, bro. Just, okay, and that was a CP, so you went down to 3?
Down to 3.
Nice. Okay, so end of the movement phase. I did only put 1 Cavalite there, and then 3 of them can shoot into the little guys over here. I don't have any pain tokens, because you've... Oh no, I have 1. I have 1. Yes, because I killed him. So 1 pain token, which I will try put to good use as best I can. You do have 3 CP remaining, so you've got a variety of different things that you can do. And we're going to try and make some magic happen. Incubi coming up to charge this big Terminator, who has 4 wounds on the captain left. But there's a chunk of wounds in that Deathwing Knight unit. Azrael's still alive, Venom's there. You know, just really trying to create some havoc over here. So let's see what we can do in my shooting phase. I'm gonna have a pain token to the Lone Scourge. He's got the best chances at doing stuff, which is really, really fun. I also have 3 CP, which is fancy. It's very, very cool. All right, so let's do some shooting, see what we can do here. I'm gonna go ahead and dun. I'm going to start with things that don't have a choice. We're going to do it with 3 little guys shooting rifles at this dude right here. 4s to hit, and 3s to wound. That's 2 armor saves on that 1 lone guy.
2, any AP?
Nope, just your 3-ups.
3-ups?
Yeah,
Ooh,
he's
I
down
got
to 1. And then I've got 3 more little guys shooting at that same unit as well. 4s to hit, no hits. I'm going to go ahead and grenade with that Scourge into the Terminators.
I'll be using my Watcher.
That does make sense. And the grenade does 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds. Watcher, save me. I
Takes 2
take
damage.
2 damage.
1 guy has 2 wounds left.
Yep.
Okay, so my Void Raven Bomber is going to shoot everything into these guys. As much as it's sad for me that they're -1 damage, that makes me sad. But I'm going to shoot everything into them.
Contempt.
Okay, for free, I'm assuming.
For one.
Yeah, for one. So you still have 2 CP left.
Yep.
Let's do the missile first. So it's D3 for 1 shot. And then, so do I want to re-roll that? No, I'm not going to re-roll it. Does it hit? It does. Does it wound? It does. So because AP2 goes to AP1, 3 up save is
We're good.
fine. And then 6 more shots. 12 more shots, sorry, from the Void Raven bombers. And then 3s to wound. Cool, that would be 5 4-up invulns. 4-up invulnerable saves.
Raise your shields. Ooh.
That'll kill the one guy, put a wound on another.
Yep.
That's the bomber. So now we have all of the other guns. So what am I going to do? Killing Azrael is not a bad idea. And then trying to nuke them. And then I don't think I can do anything about that land raider. That's the shameful part, though. But I do want to kill the Tech Marine and Azrael and unit as well. So with that, the Venom is the most efficient into Azrael. So I'm going to shoot into Azrael with the Venom. Hitting on 4s, thanks to the -1. 2 hits, winning on 3s. 1 at -1.
-1.
Got him.
Oh, I fails.
That's 2 damage.
Kills him.
That's a paint token, and no more -1 to hit Azrael. This fighter back here is going to do Splinter Cannon and Monoscythe missiles here, and then 2 Dark Lances into them back there. So, Dark Lances, 1 hit thanks to the +1 to hit, and it wounds. 1 invulnerable save.
We're
He's
good.
fine. Cannon into Azrael. Ooh, all 3 hit, thank you. And 2 saves at -1. 2 damage each.
3 up.
We're good. Monoscythe missile says D6 for 2 shots. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. 1 more at -1.
Ooh.
He takes 2 damage.
2 damage. He is.
So we're going to go ahead and do the Splinter Cannon from the other one into that Tech Marine, and then we're going to do 2 Dark Lances and the Necrotoxin missiles into them. Let's do the Dark Lances first. Why not? 2s to hit. And you know what? I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that. Miss. Good. 2s to wound. 2 wound rolls on them.
On the Terminators.
That's right.
4 ups. Pass 1, fail 1.
That does enough damage to kill the one guy. Necrotoxin missile, D6 + 3 for 7. 2s to hit, because you're not fly. 2s to wound. So that'd be 5 saves, no AP.
2 up.
That's right. Ooh.
Ooh, I failed 2.
Hooray! He's down to 2 remaining. Look at that. Good job. And then the cannon to the Tech Marine. 3 shots into the Tech Marine. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 saves at -1.
3 at -1. Oh, just barely.
Me gone.
He's gone.
Then we have a Dark Lance from here. It's going to shoot into the little Terminator unit.
Yeah, because you grenaded, but you didn't.
I did. Does it hit? It does. Does it wound? It does. 1 more invulnerable save on the Terminators. Nice.
We're good.
You're completely okay. And with that, that's the end of shooting. Let's go to the charge phase. Of course, he's going to bounce back here.
Yep.
Start defending my stronghold. Okay, I've got 1 CP left, so I'm going to charge over here first. Oh, actually, I'm going to put a pain token on them because I really need them to make that charge.
Yep.
So they can re-roll it. They're going to go into the Land Raider, and they go 8. So I'm just going to go over here. Basically, I just need them to survive the attacks from the Land Raider. Hopefully they can, and that stops you from burning it at least, which is good. Then we're going to do the Venom into Azrael. That's a 10. I am going to fly in like so. I'm going to spend my last CP for a tank shock.
Aha.
7 rolls. He's only strength 5. Needing 5s, I need 4 of them. You already used your Watcher. So needing some 5s, get him! Yes!
No!
I tank shocked Azrael with the Venom!
Bye-bye.
Hooray! Yeah! He gets a medal. That was fantastic. And last but not least, we got the Incubi jumping in over here, 4 inches. They are the Oath the Moment target, which makes it very dangerous. And you're in your Assault Doctrine? No,
I am in the Assault Doctrine.
Okay, so that gives you super number of attacks on him.
On the captain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so with that though, let's do some fights. You do owe me a Battle Shock test, please, over here.
Battle Shock.
They are Battle
Oh,
Shocked.
no.
That gives me a pain token. Nice.
Can I?
Well, I'm going to give a pain token to the Incubi. They're Battle Shocked. Nice. That means no strats or anything for them, which is fabulous. I'm going to give a pain token to them. Why not? Okie dokie, let's go. Let's do the little Incubi unit, the little Cablite unit first, because it literally is pointless. 3s rerolling. And they got out of a transport this turn, so they wound their Land Raider on 5s.
Oh boy.
Go lots. Only one at AP 1.
One at... We're
Ah, sad face. Now we got Incubi. The Clavex is still alive, so I'm going to use the Clavex's Demi-Claves. Let's go ahead and do him first. 3s to hit with a paint token. And it's strength 4, so needing 4s, 5s to wound, but it is twin linked, which is kind of handy here. These are all AP 2 at least. So 3 at AP 2.
3 at...
3 invulnerable saves. Nice!
Oh no!
I killed the one Terminator and put another wound on the captain. And 3 Incubi trying to take down this Terminator captain once and for all. So needing 3s to hit with a pain token. And he's also toughness 5, and I did not get out of a transport this turn, so needing 5s. And I have 0 CP, so no rerolls, nothing like that. Just good old honest Warhammer. Only 2.
Only 2.
Only 2.
And I pass an invuln save,
He
so
goes
I'm
down to
2,
2, which is enough to cause him to have to pass a battle shock test next turn as well. And
we'll see if
you get to fight me back.
Well, to 8 attacks
So
now.
he has 8 attacks now. Nice. He's all very angry.
On 2,
Very, very
re-rolling.
Nice.
His Oath
Look at
of
that.
Moment.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Spicy. 2s to wound.
2s to wound.
He's very angry. Okay, so 5 ups. I need to pass a couple of these for at least one Incubi to stick around. No, you do kill the entire squad. No! No, poor little guy, no! Good job, Mr. Big Guy there.
Yeah.
There, he says.
We'll see if the Land Raider
Let's see if the Land Raider can burn that objective successfully.
5, 6 attacks.
Yep, needing 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
Gonna run me over.
Ooh.
Only 2.
I'm gonna CP... No. Yeah, I won't CP reroll.
And 2s to wound.
2s to wound. There we go.
4 up saves. Come on, Cabalites. Oh, you're gonna burn it successfully. No, that's a shame. Well, with that, let's go to the scoreboard over here. I do get capturing the outpost for 8 points, and I'm starting to defend my stronghold. This brings you up to 22 secondary points over here. And that's it for that. I spent all my CP that turn. You did not. And with that, we go to your 5th turn. Azrael is dead, so you only get 1 CP. I also only get 1 CP. And let's draw your cards.
So, pulled behind enemy lines and storm hostile objective. I've already cycled an objective. I think both of these are potentially achievable. It just depends on if I can unbattle shock my captain.
Okay, so a big points here is, does the captain pass a battle shock test, or does he just stay there for a bunch of points?
Let's find out.
Is he a little rattled? No.
Oh, he just
is
barely
not
passes it.
rattled. Very nicely done. You burn that objective, that gives you 5 points on the primary. So that brings you up to 20 here, because there's nothing I can do about that, sadly. So you're going to pay a command point to put him in Assault Doctrine, and before he moves, I'm going to pay my last command point to Overwatch him with my Void Raven Bomber. Okay, Void Raven Bomber, let's see if you can pull your weight. 12 D-Scythe shots, needing 6s. 2 hits. Finally got a couple of hits. Needing 3s to wound. 2 invulnerable saves. You have to do them one at a time here, good sir.
Yep, one at a time.
Just in case you want to
For
reroll,
drama.
right?
We passed the first.
Oh, pass the first one.
Pass the
second. And then the missiles.
In the MiniWarGaming Vault, paired with the battle report you just watched, we have a glorious Warhammer 40k battle report between Luca and Micah in a narrative-themed game between Abaddon the Spoiler of the Black Legion and the Lion of the Dark Angels. And they are searching for a relic on today's battlefield. Now, if you're not a member and you want to check out this battle report, it is available to all of our YouTube and our Vault members, or you can click on the link down below to sign up for a 7-day free trial where you'll have access to it to check it out and all the other content we have in the vault. Thanks again for checking out this video, everyone. I'll catch you all next time very soon.
D3 shots from missiles, 2 shots. Do I get any 6s? I do not. Ooh, very nice. He's basically going to be able to. Is OC 1?
He's OC 1.
Okay, so he would
So
have to.
he would
kill
have
him,
to
but
go
that's
kill
not going to
that.
be too much of an issue. Advance and charge here. That guy dies. And that was literally the Hail Mary shot there as well. But you will get 5 points for that.
I'll get 5 points
You'll
for
get
that.
5 points for Storm Hostile Object. Doesn't matter. You actually you don't need any more secondaries because you literally maxed it out already.
Oh, yeah.
Your secondaries are maxed out.
So it's just playing for primary at this
It's
point.
just primary.
So I would get primary for getting onto that.
You get 5 points there.
and there's no way to get the Land Raider out of that jam. So
Correct.
I could unleash the fury of a volcano on this poor Cabalite.
You can.
but
He dies. He dies. He's
He
dead.
dies.
Okay, so over there, 25 to 25, right? Because of him, not bad. 22 to 40, so it's an 18-point game and victory for the Dark Angels.
Yes.
Fantastic game. That was really, really fun.
Indeed. Thank you
And
very much.
Stay tuned for a post-game recap that will be in the MiniWarGaming Vault. So make sure you check that out as we talk about the game.